Special thanks to Patreon supporter Fernand Weinchter for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the M50 Sherman. The Sherman M50, also referred to abroad as the Super Sherman, were modified versions of the American M4 Sherman tank that served with the Israeli Defense Forces from mid-1950s to the early 1980s. The M51 was referred to as the I Sherman, or Israeli Sherman. However, the designations Super Sherman and I Sherman were never used by the Israeli Defense Forces. These tanks were basically a little bit of a upgraded Sherman with a few modernization aspects to it, and we're obviously a tank to kind of fill a stopgap, I guess, for the Israeli forces, taking some old World War II tanks, upgrade them a bit to make them last a little while until they can get their own tanks of better magnitude and everything like that. This tank overall is really cool. It really kind of shows a upgraded and kind of, I guess, semi-modernized look of a Sherman, which is always really cool because I love the Sherman. So really cool design for it, and really like the way it came out. I want to give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Fernand Weinchter for making this tutorial possible. If you're interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the description, where you can pledge a small amount every month and earn some cool rewards, such as a vehicle of your choosing every month and all that fun stuff. So anyways, going ahead and taking a look at the build, we're going to go ahead and obviously cover what it looks like and everything so that you guys know what you're building. So starting off with, we have obviously the long 75 millimeter. It might actually be the 76 millimeter. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say that they were 75 millimeters, but they could have definitely upgraded it or something like that to, bigger, a bigger gun, which they possibly could have, especially since they made upgrades to the engine and stuff like that. It's got a spotlight on the barrel. You got a 50 cal mounted on top here, hatches, of course, pretty standard smoke grenade dispensers on both sides of the Sherman turret. We have some extra gear mounted on the side here, some road wheels, some jerry cans, all kinds of different supplies and stuff like that. And on the back here, again, just some, supplies and stuff mounted on to the back. But basically you can kind of see it's a more beefier kind of Sherman. The turret is a bit different. It actually has a kind of back to the turret case, so pretty interesting right there. Obviously probably for ammunition storage or something of that sort. Overall, really awesome looking tank, and a cool upgraded version of the Sherman, showing its capabilities to be used by a tank in other countries for quite a while and well into the late 1900s. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this overview. Let's go and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first set of layers 0 through 1. Alright guys, so moving on to our first set of layers, we're gonna be working on layers 0 through 1. For these layers, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a nether brick slab like this, followed by a nether brick top slab coming off that slab. Going back from this nether brick slab here, we're going to place down a sandstone stair, followed by an item frame on the side of the stair, and a smooth sandstone block in that item frame. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go to the block in the ground here. We're going to replace this with a nether brick full block, and then we're going to place down a string on top of that block. We then want to take our sandstone stairs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 sandstone stairs back facing that direction, followed by again 1 and 2 item frames on the side of these stairs, and 2 smooth sandstone blocks in those item frames. Then coming off these 2 stairs here, we're going to place down 2 stairs facing the opposite direction, so facing those stairs there, and then we're going to place down item frames on the side of the stairs and smooth sandstone blocks in the item frames like that. Going ahead and continuing back on the ground right here, we're going to break this block, place down another brick full block and a string on top of it. We're then going to place down another smooth sandstone, or just a regular sandstone stair back, sorry, with a item frame on the side and a smooth sandstone block in the item frame like so, followed by another brick slab and a nether brick top slab like that to go and round off the left side of the tracks for the Sherman. When that's all done, we're going to go ahead and go to the front here. We want to go ahead and go to this nether brick slab right here. We're going to place down a smooth sandstone top slab coming off of it. We're going to go ahead and then place down a birchwood fence gate and have it opened up toward the rear of the tank, followed by another sandstone top slab to the side of it like so. Behind this section here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of smooth sandstone top slabs going back. We can then go ahead and go to the rear of the tank, go to this sandstone, or this nether brick slab right here. We're going to place down a row of 3 of sandstone top slabs across. Coming off the center sandstone top slab, we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate, and on both sides of it, we're going to place down a nether birchwood fence gate that's going to be opened up toward the sandstone top slab. In the middle space in here, we're going to go ahead and take sandstone slabs and just go ahead and place down a row of sandstone top slabs like this to fill in this space here for the bottom of the hole, going all the way back like that to create the bottom here. Over here on this side, we're going to go ahead and basically copy what we were doing for the tracks over on the left side. So I'm going to go a little bit faster here just because, you know, we've already kind of covered how to, you know, go about doing it. So if you need to, refer back to the other side. If not, you can, if you're fast enough, you can keep up and build along with it. But yeah, we're just going to be copying the same design for the tracks just over here to the right side like this. And once you have that all done, you can see here we have the base of the tank established, the tracks on both sides, and the sandstone top slabs like so. With that all done, that's going to do it for layer 0 for 1, when we can move on to layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we'll be going ahead and move on to layer 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a nether brick stair on top of this nether brick top slab here on both sides. Going ahead and going back from, or to the sides here, these nether brick stairs on the inside, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull like this on both sides. When that's done, we're going to place down a smooth sandstone block directly behind those nether brick stairs, again on both sides here. We're going to place down an item frame with a cobweb in it, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing over here on this side as well. And also on this smooth sandstone block, we're going to place down a stone button, just like that, so it should be in the middle of the item frame, looking something like that. With that all done, we can go ahead and go to the middle space here. We're going to place down a sandstone stair like this. On both sides, come out the smooth sandstone block, and in between the sandstone stairs, we're going to place down another sandstone stair, so we have 2 sandstone core stairs and a regular sandstone stair there in the middle. Going ahead and continue, we're going to place down a row 3 of smooth sandstone across, followed by a nether brick top slab on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to place down another row 3 of smooth sandstone across, followed by an anvil, again on both sides, a sign coming off the side of the anvil, same thing over here. When that's done there, we're going to place down another row 3 of smooth sandstone across, a nether brick top slab again on both sides here, item frame, and a smooth sandstone block in the item frame coming off the side here of this nether brick top slab. We then want to place down 2 rows of 3 of smooth sandstone blocks, followed by 2 anvils on both sides here. And on the sides of these anvils, we're going to go and place down some wooden signs. Same thing over here. 1 and 2, just like that. Once that's done, we're going to place down another row of 3 of sandstone, smooth sandstone blocks, followed by another brick top slab on both sides. Item frame, smooth sandstone block in the item frame. Same thing over here, like that for the tracks. We then want to place down another row of 3 of smooth sandstone across, followed by a anvil on the side, so an anvil with a sign on the side of it, and same thing over here, a anvil and a sign on the side of the anvil. We're going to place down another row of 3 of smooth sandstone across the middle here, followed by another brick top slab on both sides. Once we have that done, we're going to take our smooth sandstone blocks, place down a row of 5 all the way across. We're going to place down a item frame with a smooth sandstone block in the item frame and a stone button also on that block right there for the back here. And same thing over here, item frame, a smooth sandstone block in the item frame, and a stone button on the smooth sandstone block. Once that's done on the back here, we're going to place down another brick stair that's going to be on top of those 2 nether brick top slabs. We then want to take smooth sandstone blocks, place down a row of 3 in between those nether brick stairs. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a tripwire hook, and we're going to place down tripwire hooks on both ends here. And then in the very middle, we're going to place down a wooden sign like that. Once that's all done there, that is going to do it for layer number 2. And with that, we can move on to layer 3. Alright guys, moved on to our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this nether brick stair over here to the right side, followed by a wooden trapdoor on top of this nether brick stair over here on the left side. Once that's done, we want to go ahead and skip a space, basically back here to this nether brick top slab here to place down a sandstone stair here on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to go and place down a smooth sandstone block on both sides of these stairs going toward the inside here, and in the very middle we're going to place down another sandstone stair just like that. Now when that's done there, we're going to take our stone buttons, we're going to place down a stone button here on those 2 smooth sandstone blocks, and actually my bad, we're only going to place down a stone button on the left side here. Now, on the right side one, we're going to place down a end rod like this for the hull mounted machine gun. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a item frame, so we'll go ahead and head into our creative menu for that. And we're going to place down an item frame on these 2 sandstone stairs on both sides here for the front headlights. Go ahead and place down a glass block in those item frames, and you have your headlights. We're also going to go ahead and place down a birchwood fence gate opened up toward the sandstone stair like that to go ahead and add a little bit more detail to the headlights. Alright guys, going ahead and continuing on, we're then going to go and take smooth sandstone blocks, place down a row of 5 smooth sandstone across, And also one thing we're going to go ahead and add to both sides here is we actually want to go ahead and add a green shulker box that's going to be coming off this sandstone stair right here. So we're going to place down a green shulker box on both sides here, and this will be the start here of one of the jerry cans we're going to have mounted onto the sides of the tank. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down another 2 rows of 5 of smooth sandstone blocks going all the way across. Once we have that done, we're going to place down a row of 2 of birchwood slabs coming off of those 2 rows of 5 here of sandstone slabs. So there should be a space in between this green shulker box and this birchwood slab right here. On the side here of the birchwood slab and the front sides here, we're going to just basically take signs and wrap it around them like so. And same thing over here, just like this. After that's done, we're going to go and place down another 2 rows of 5 of smooth sandstone across, just like this. And when we have that all done, we're going to take green shulker boxes and place down green shulker boxes that are going to be coming off of these basically 2 rows of 5 here on both sides here. Again, these are going to be more jerry cans, so something just like that. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and continue on by placing down another row of 5 of smooth sandstone across, just like that. We're going to go and place down a item frame over here on the right side and a iron shovel as well, just like that. Continuing on in the middle here, we're going to place down another row of 3 of smooth sandstone across, followed by a sandstone stair on both sides here. When that's done, over here on the right side, we're going to go and place down another item frame, and we can place down a iron axe or whatever kind of tools you want to. And this is only on the right side. Over here on the left side, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to place down 2 sandstone stairs running across the side there like that. And we're going to place down item frames on the side of those stairs and smooth sandstone blocks in them like that for extra road wheels mounted onto the side of the tank. Go ahead and continue on. We're going to place down another row 3 of smooth sandstone across the middle here, followed by a sandstone stair coming off this stair right here. So turning that stair into a corner stair. Same thing over here. On the back section here, we're going to place down another row 3 of smooth sandstone across the middle, followed by again a sandstone stair here on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to grab ourselves a green shulker box. Over here on the right side, we're going to place down a shulker box that's going to be coming off of this stair right here. And then we want to go ahead and go over to this side, and we're going to place down a shulker box that's going to be coming off of this last stair. So, right there. When that's all done there, we're going to go and grab a sign, and we're also going to place down a sign that's going to be on the side here of this sandstone stair, just like this. And actually, my bad, this shulker box isn't going to come into play yet, and this sign's actually going to go on this stair, and we're going to break it on this stair. So my bad on that one. Kind of was looking at this wrong and messed that up. But anyways, over here on the right side again, we're going to place down another sign over here, a sign on the back, or basically the side of the stair. On the side of the stair here, we're going to place down an item frame, and in the item frame, we'll want to go ahead and grab ourselves a red stained glass block. And we're going to place down a red stained glass block in the item frame to go ahead and create a back brake light. After that's done, we're going to place down a row 3 of acacia wood slabs across the back here. We're going to place down a sign on the 2 acacia wood slabs on the outsides like that. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves another green shulker box. We're going to place down a green shulker box in this space right here. And once we have that all complete, that is going to do it for layer number 3. And with that, we can move on to layer 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started here, we want to go ahead and go to each one of these shulker boxes, and on top of them we're going to place down a zombie head like this, preferably with the face of the head facing in toward the middle of the tank. So we're just going to go and basically do this to all of our shulker boxes along both sides like that to go ahead and create the top there for the jerry cans. Once that's done, we're going to go to the front here on these 2 smooth sandstone blocks here. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on each one like that for kind of like the basically the viewport instruments and stuff like that for the driver and co-driver to see. Behind each one of these skulls, we're going to place down a birchwood slab, and then in the spaces to the side and also in the middle, we're going to place down a sandstone slab like that going across there. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row 3 of smooth sandstone blocks across the middle here, followed by a sandstone slab on both sides. We're going to go ahead and continue on by placing down another row 3 of smooth sandstone across, followed by again a sandstone stair here on both sides like that. Again, we're going to go and place down another row 3 of smooth sandstone blocks across with a sandstone stair, again on both sides. On the very back here, we're going to place down a sandstone slab in the corners here, followed by a sandstone stair across the back here, and then a smooth sandstone block here in the very middle. When that's done, we're going to go off the spruce sandstone block, go back 1 and 2 sandstone slabs. We then want to grab spruce wood slabs, place down 1 and 2 back, and 1 and 2 back alongside these 2 sandstone slabs. We're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull and place it down right here next to these spruce wood slabs here on both sides on those spruce sandstone blocks. Across the back here, we're just going to go and take some rails. We're going to place down a row of 3 of rails across the back here. We can grab ourselves a redstone repeater and also a stone button. We're going to place down stone buttons on these 2 smooth sandstone blocks and a redstone repeater with its notches flicked all the way out to the side there in the middle. Last thing for us to do for this layer is just to go ahead and grab some wooden trapdoors and place one on top of this acacia wood slab here and one on top of this one right here as well. Once you have that all complete, that is going to do it for layer 4. With that, let's move on to layer 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 5. For layer 5, to go ahead and get started here, we want to go ahead and place down a smooth sandstone block on top of this one right here, followed by a sandstone stair on both sides. Coming off the smooth sandstone block in the middle, we're going to place down a birchwood stair like this. To the side of the birchwood stair, we want to go ahead and place down a item frame. So let's go and grab that real quick. We're going to place down an item frame on both sides of this birchwood stair. We also want to go ahead and place down a shoulder or a wither skeleton skull. Sorry, that's coming off the front here of these 2 sandstone stairs. After that's done, we're going to place down a sandstone stair that's going to be coming off this birchwood stair. So it's going to be coming off of it like that. And then we're going to place down signs here on both sides of the stair like that. Coming off the back of the stair, we're going to go and take sandstone slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 sandstone slabs coming off the back of that stair, followed by signs on either side of the first slab on the end here, and also on the bottom of this slab, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor like that for the muzzle brake. Continuing on to the turret, we want to take our smooth sandstone blocks and we're going to place down a row of 3 across the middle here. After that's done there, we're going to go and place down a another brick stair on both sides here, coming off that row of 3 with a wither skeleton skull coming off the front of the stair. And we're also going to place down a sign on the side of the nether brick stair like this for the smoke grenade dispensers. Continuing on, we're going to place down a birchwood plank over here that's going to be on the right side. So we're going to place down a birchwood plank, followed by 1 and 2 smooth sandstone blocks over to the side. And then we just want to place down a cobblestone wall here on both ends. After that's done, we're going to place down another row of 3 of smooth sandstone blocks across the middle here. A wither skeleton skull on both ends. Coming off the middle smooth sandstone block, we're going to place down 1 and 2 smooth sandstone blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 cobblestone walls, and then 1 and 2 over here on this side as well. And on the very back here, we're going to place down a sign on the side there, that smooth sandstone block. And that'll kind of do it for that. And yeah, that's actually it for layer 5. With that, we're going to move on to our last 5 layers, layers 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to put the details on the top of the turret and pretty much finish everything up on top there. Anyways, with that, let's move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, move on to our last final layers. We have layers 6 through 9. For these layers, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a smooth sandstone block on top of the sandstone stair. We're then going to place down an item frame on the side of the smooth sandstone block facing toward the front with a glass pane in the item frame like that for the spotlight. Once that's done, going ahead and going back from this, we're going to go and place down a stone button on top of the smooth sandstone block behind this birchwood stair. We then want to go ahead and continue on by going ahead and skipping a space. We're just going to go and place down a birchwood fence post on the second smooth sandstone block back, and this will be the mount here for a 50 cal, which we'll get to in a second. We then want to go ahead and go to the smooth sandstone block right here. We're going to place down a birchwood slab on top of it, and around this birchwood slab, we're going to take some wither skeleton skulls and basically just place down a skull that goes all the way around here to kind of create a little bit more of a rounded type of commander's cupola. Once that's all finished there, we can go ahead and grab ourselves some redstone repeaters for a bit of detail on the top here on this smooth sandstone block here. We're going to place down a redstone repeater and also on top of this smooth sandstone block with the notches flicked all the way out to the sides like we typically do. We then also want to place down another brick fence post here on both sides, and going up for these fence posts, we're going to go and take iron bars. So we can go ahead and just grab some iron bars, and we're just going to go up 1, 2, and 3 iron bars up like this, and same thing over here. 1, 2, and 3 for the radio antennas. Also on the back here, we're just going to place down a stone button on this smooth sandstone block. Last thing for us to do is to go ahead and put the 50 cal mounted on top here. So for this, we're going to need an inner brick stair, an anvil, a sign, a dark oak wood fence gate, some end rods, a redstone repeater, a powered rail, and also a sandstone slab. So to get started here, we're going to place down another brick stair on top of this birchwood fence post like this, followed by a anvil. After the anvil, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate that's going to be facing toward the anvil like so. On the side of the anvil over here to the right side, we're going to place down a sign. Coming off the nether brick stair here, we're going to place down 2 end rods, and then on top of the stair, we're going to place down a redstone repeater if it's not just flicked all the way as far as we can flick them. We then want to place down a sandstone top slab next to the nether brick upside down stair, and on top of this, we're going to go and place down a powered rail on top of the top slab like that to kind of show what kind of looks like bullets. So once that's all complete, that is going to pretty much do it for the M50 Sherman, or basically the Sherman M-50 Super Sherman. Sorry about that. Again, a big thanks to Patreon supporter Fernand Weinchter for making this video possible, and big thanks. Feel free to check my Patreon page. Again, link is always down in the description if you're interested in supporting the channel. Anyways, that's going to do for this video. If you guys do use this design to us, do you guys give me proper credit for it? This being thank you from Sign the Build, tweet to my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on, and overall just enjoy the vehicle and have fun with it. Other than that, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.